thank you for this opportunity. I would like to thank Art House Productions. This is my first time showing my work and presenting my work through Art House Productions. I also would like to thank everyone that's on Zoom right now. I am a artist, a local Jersey City artist, and I'm a native Jersey City resident, and I love watercolor. I took a watercolor class years ago at that time it was called Jersey City State College, and I loved it. And then I also took watercolor class at the Horticulture Society in New York and also at the Art Students League. And I just love watercolor, but I also found another love. I love silk screening also. So, and I like printing my work and to enlarge it and add other mediums on top of the printed work. Could I show you that? Would
Sure.
you like to see? I didn't send this to Art House Productions because this is an old piece. This is the watercolor cards that I had printed out and I put silkscreen on top of it. Did everyone see it?
We can't see the bottom. If you could just lift it up a bit.
Is that good?
Yeah, and if you could just bring it back, pull it back just a tad towards you. Yeah, that's great. That's perfect.
And also the piece that you showed on the computer, I also enlarged that too because I also love masking fluid. I found masking fluid a couple of years ago, and I just love adding it onto my work. And this is the piece that I did during my quarantine. It's called Strip Melange, and I love rainbows, but rainbows during the year 2020 to me is very different. It's not bright. It was started out to be bright, but then it got agitated like I was through this epidemic. And I love masking fluid, and I let the masking fluid flow into the watercolor. Uh, and also, um, well, you seen the smaller piece, right? What I did was I cut it out, but I cut it out in kind of crooked. But I like the crookedness of the piece because that's how this year has been. It's been crooked. So and it's I left it like that because this has not have been a very straight year.
That's for sure.
And my watercolors can be seen at Arts for St. Paul's right now on mugs and totes, and I'm also going to be having a my work on Etsy next year. And I've shown my work in Selma Gundy Art Club in Manhattan. I sold the two silkscreen works. I've been in several Jersey City art shows. So, does anyone have questions about my work?
I'm not sure. Karen Harris says, good luck on Etsy. She thinks you're going to be quite successful.
Oh, great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Art has saved my life.
It is a
I
lifesaver.
I love it, and I'm so blessed that I love it. The passion for art, the passion for looking at other people's art, because this it saved me during this epidemic. Because what would I do without art?
I know. Elizabeth Deegan asks, how old were you when you began painting?
I was well. The first thing I ever painted was my cocker spaniel.
How old were you when you had the Cocker Spaniel?
I was 5 years old, and my mother gave me a magic marker. And I colored the dog. She came home from work, and it was a magic marker, and he was a white and black cocker spaniel, and all his white parts were black. And then I started doing watercolors. My father sent me to the Art Students League for life drawing classes, but I like the watercolor classes better, much better. I love to paint a lot. drawing. I'm learning to draw more now, but I love to paint.
Well, thank you so much, Karen. We love getting to know you. Thank you for
Thank
participating.
you so much for letting me share my work.